Hello and welcome to the Fruitful Hands Knitting Podcast. I'm Kaity.
And I'm Diana.
And we're a mother-daughter knitting duo coming
we
to you from Kentucky. A rainy Kentucky day.
Yeah, cloudy. I think we're supposed to have, sorry fuzz, supposed to have storms this afternoon, and we have had some horrible storms, especially down in London, Kentucky. And when I was in middle school, our family lived there. We lived near our house was like 2 houses in from the airport in Sublimity Springs, and that was one of the neighborhoods it kind of went through.
Yeah,
so,
that was I mean, I knew there were storms coming through, but I just didn't know like tornadoes and all of that. So.
It was as bad as it was. I mean, it was horrible. There was a lot of lives lost and people injured. And I know we're not the only state that got hit. I think Missouri might have, and some others. So we're praying for y'all and hoping today is not. I mean, we do have bad weather supposedly coming. So just praying it.
I know, I know our church donates or sends people to affected areas, but I know the Ryan Hall Y'all Weather he has like a team, like if you donate to them or like I think even watching them like through ads and stuff, they donate and they send people there. So I think any donation you make to his channel gets put towards helping.
And
Ryan Hall Y'all, he's like a weather
layperson.
Yeah,
he's not like a meteorologist, is he, or is he?
I don't think so.
But he has people on the ground in various places.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, and he tracks. Yeah. I mean, he is good for instantaneous on the feet on the ground.
Right.
So, yeah. And I know some of y'all listen to him. Yeah. And thank you all for those that have DM'd us and
checking on us.
Yeah, we are good.
So sweet.
We are good. We're blessed for sure.
Yes.
So we're praying for all our friends and family down in other parts of the state, other parts of the country. So
definitely. So we're a knitting podcast. We talk about what we've finished, whips, and we recently went to the Kentucky Fiber Festival, which we'll talk about at the end. We won't go into too much. We really didn't get too much there. We went mainly to see, what they had. Yeah, what they had, see people, see
which
y'all.
We did. It was a lot of fun.
So we'll talk more about that later. Yeah. But, do you want to talk about your FO?
Do you want me to talk about my FO?
I do. I'm a little jealous.
I know. Isn't it just, feel of it.
I know. It's amazing.
So this is my Lento. I love it. My only regret is I had watched Stephanie's Edible Thoughts makes.
Yes.
And she had just done one. She'd done her second one. And she had put like a very vibrant color on the back side of her folded over. And it just kind of came over the top.
Yeah.
And I meant to do that. And I was just so excited about getting into it. I just didn't do it. But I love it.
Yeah. What color would you have done?
I probably would have either a hot pink or this. This is Lobby and Aimee Twist Nouveau Fluo is the color, So one, and then Kumo. So the Kumo is Surrey and mulberry silk, and it is like butter. And the other one is 100% superwash Merino, and they're both Flash Fluo. And let's see, I knit a size 4. My bust is about a 44 right now. And let's see, the Lento, Jonna from Lane Publishing is who designed the pattern. The ribbing is done on 6, and I did the body on 10s. And it took me 2 weeks to do it. It was so fun.
Did you do most of that in Memphis?
I did a lot of it in Memphis. I split for sleeves before I got to Memphis, and then I finished it while I was there.
Okay.
And I just love it. So this is a fingering, and that foo or whatever it is held single together. So it's 2 yarns held together.
That's so pretty. And it blended so, you still get the bits of color. Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. It is so soft. And it's just ribbing. It's such a simple, I did do the fold over. So you put the, you do a provisional cast on, and then you knit the collar, or you knit the ribbing for the collar, and then you fold it over and you put those stitches back on needles, and then you knit the 2 stitches together. And it's just a really, and
that makes it more elastic than casting on.
Yes.
Knitting it and then folding it down.
Yeah.
So if you want a more, would you say stable neckline, you might want to.
Well, this is very stable, but I mean, my head is kind of big, so when I do cast it on, and then it's too snug.
Okay.
And like I-cord sometimes is too snug. I love it, y'all.
It's so pretty.
Can you tell?
And so weather-wise, this is Surrey and fingering weight.
Yes.
On size 10, so Lucy Page. What?
Yes. I, like, when I left the house down, I mean, I could have put it on at the house, but I didn't. I had a t-shirt on over this little sundress. And when I got out of the car up here at Kaity's, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. It was chilly.
Yeah.
So I'm very comfortable in this.
Okay.
Now, I did wear my Salty Air, and I brought it, I'll just show it.
Yeah.
The other day with a different little, I love little sundresses that I can wear little sweaters over in the summertime, because it's cooler. And I'm in the hot stage again. I don't even know what that's about. But this is my Salty Air tee. See how big that neck is? But it is linen quill. Now, it was like 76. And this was I don't think I could wear it if it's much warmer than that, because this is linen and wool, and
isn't it alpaca?
It may have some alpaca in it too.
Because the linen quill is a little itchy to me, but this feels like it would not be one bit.
And if I when I block it again, it just gets softer.
Really?
Yeah. So I love linen quill, and I could wear this, inside for sure. But if I'm outside and it's muggy and then above 75, I probably couldn't.
Yeah.
This is just. Yeah, it's very, I did 3/4 sleeves on this. This is a short, just a few, like 5, maybe 10 rows after.
Yeah, that's cute.
It's a fast knit too. I mean, it's small yarn, but it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I love my Salty Air tee.
Yeah.
And that's by
Samantha
Gruen. Yeah. And this, I just love this Lento.
It's nice.
And I already have my eyes on making another one.
What? Do you have yarn?
I do.
Nice.
Of course I have yarn. Of course I have yarn, right?
But which one? Which one?
I'll show you.
It's
I picked up there.
Okay. Okay. I want to talk about what
now let's go talk about ours.
So this is the Relax Tee by Aimee Sher, and I made it out of pure silk in the color that's down below. Dusty Artichoke.
Dusty Artichoke.
Yes.
And that's knitting for Olive.
Yes. This is my new favorite. And my other favorite is also made out of pure silk by Knitting for Olive.
Okay.
So this yarn,
she loves it.
I love it. It is so light. It is so drapey.
She wore that to the Kentucky Fiber Festival.
Yes. And it was 75?
Yeah, at least.
And I did not one bit feel like
it was pretty windy that day.
That's true. Yeah. So,
but it is gorgeous, and it is so thin, but it's not see-through.
I know, that's the thing. And so I lengthened it. I should have stopped here, and I told my husband, I was like, okay, I'm done. And he's like, now, Kaity, I love you to pieces, but you like your stuff longer. Yeah. So think about making it a little longer. I was like, and I wanted to get it done for the festival, so I was like, I want to be done.
Yes, I want to be done.
I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm so thankful.
Yes.
He's speaking truth.
But that's the way I do. Yeah. It's like you get to the end and it's like, I'm done.
And
it's up under your armpits.
Well, and I tried it on and I was like, that's not how I do my clothes, is it?
Remember that ranunculus I did and I tried it on and I'm like, I'm almost done, and you can see you're going, no, you're not. No.
Not quite. So this is done. I really love the pure silk on size 4 needles. That's what my other one is.
4? Okay.
US 4. And something weird happened with my raglan, and I didn't have the right stitch count by the end. Yeah. But I feel like it's the one thing about this is if you fold it and you like it creases pretty bad.
Oh,
But once I feel like once you put it on, you kind of like,
you can't even see it.
So I can't tell you how much I love this.
Have you blocked it?
Yes.
Oh, it's very soft.
I know. And it'll just keep getting softer.
It will, for sure.
I love it so.
This is like a beach.
We're both just like loving
We're going to the beach in about a month, so we're a little bit excited.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all I have, FO.
I love it.
Oh no, I did make my daughter
the bird.
Where is it? I don't know. It's somewhere. She's got it somewhere. But I sat down one night and was like, I'm gonna make it, and then I hid it for her, kind of, and then she found it and was so excited. So now my son would like a bird. But he's kind of forgotten about it. So,
so when he mentions it again, maybe start looking
once
for
they ask 2 times.
Bless his heart.
I know. Okay. He's sweet. He started playing with that lion I made him.
Yes.
Yes. And it's just sweet how they might not have loved it the first time around. Like, it's not that he didn't like it, but just, you know.
Well, and it's like with anything. I mean, the first time it's like they're so excited and they play with it and use it and play with it and use it. And and then they it's like, okay. And then they move on to something else and then they find it again a month later and like, yeah,
exactly.
So, I think that's just all part of people in general, young and old. Okay, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie, and I finished the hem.
It's not too oldie.
It's not. I started it last May 19th.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, it is kind of an oldie.
It is an oldie. So this is the garden cardigan.
Beautiful.
I finished. Yeah, it was the tubular cast off, and this I put my sleeves on. So there's 2 options for sleeves, and the first option is complicated, and the second option is not as complicated. So that's the one I'm doing. Because I just want to get it done.
Versus not, or is it
stockinette versus? It's decreases in a stockinette under.
Oh, okay.
So you're not doing it in pattern.
Okay.
Which I'm like, I'm good with that. Yeah. Underneath the arm, nobody's gonna see it, right? Nobody's gonna see it. And even if they do, I don't mind. So
you just have the sleeves, and
I just have the sleeves, and I'm done.
You're gonna have that
because the front is done. You know, you do that as you knit it. And this is Pink Daisies, merino wool, and the silk from Super Soft Silk or whatever it's called, Soft Silk Mohair or something. Soft, I don't know, whatever it is. Knitting for Olive. Both of these, Pink Daisy.
Pretty.
I love it. I tried it on. I love it.
Yay. So the collar splitting like that doesn't
try it on.
Isn't weird on you.
No, try it on. Yeah, I can't try it on with this sweater because this sweater's a little bulky. So, just it kind of sits down on you a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought that kind of collar would be funky, but it's not. So
and see, it's a dropped.
Yeah.
So hopefully the sleeves won't be that. Yeah. I mean, this would fit you. Believe me.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
She's so bad.
And it's not too. It's cheap.
No, it's not.
Huh. That's really cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
Isn't it cute?
Isn't it cute? It is very cute. Let's go this way.
So that's the back. And it wasn't that hard. You know how it kind of... It wasn't hard.
Okay.
So I can't wait. I'm going to finish this.
You're so close.
I am close. I just have to do the eyes. The arms. Oh my word. I may take that to the beach to finish it. And Ankestrick is the designer of that.
I think you have this on your needles, so if you want to get yours out, you can. But
what is that one?
Sabai top.
Oh yeah.
I cast this on actually at your house this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And I'm making this Sabai top.
And that's made out of the same color as my peacock tee.
What have I done? Yes, I didn't even. I feel like
you didn't realize that.
I didn't, but I feel like maybe I was like, I don't know. It just I saw your color and I did love it.
Yeah, and you're doing just the rolled edge.
Yes, I'm doing just the rolled edge. This is the front. And I actually did 2 stitches on the...
Let me see.
shoulder.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, see, here's mine. And it kind of pulls a little, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
So Kaity did 2 on hers.
So we'll see. I put up on Instagram, like, if you did short rows, or like, how do you do short rows on the Sabai, basically. It was like,
because it's not in the pattern.
Yes. And so people were talking about how they didn't like the top of it.
Yeah.
And Mia from Knit and Grace.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You met her. Yeah,
I met her in Nashville.
She's so sweet. We've been talking some. And
she's very sweet. Knit and Grace.
Yeah. She messaged me and was like, okay, this is how you should do it. Or I did it, or, you know, like,
right.
Advice, because I was like, help me. But she was like, also remember, this is going to take away the boat neck effect of it. So I'm still working on the front.
Yeah.
So I just need to figure out.
And see, I tried mine on probably right about an inch after the arms, because I did 4 less rows, 2 less increases. So I'm like 12 inches less on the size I made. And
so did you do 4 rows less before the increases or down at the increases?
I did 4 less at the end.
Okay. At the
yeah.
End. Okay.
So this was my first Sabai top that I made.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is the one where it's ribbed at the top and it's got a little bit of that neck, the boat neck, but it has that, and then it has this huge arm. So I can wear this over stuff.
Okay.
But I would not wear that without something under it.
Okay.
So here's the armhole. So see how much of a difference that is?
Sorry.
That's all right. No, you're helping. So see how much of a difference? Can you see that? There.
That's probably like an inch in it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's 12 stitches. So that's probably, I don't remember how many, but like 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah.
And it fits. It fits
good.
It's
awesome.
not too big. It's not. I mean, it's not oversized for sure.
Yeah. And that's, you don't want that.
I don't want that. Top. And I don't want that in a tank top. And it's not too close under my arms, but it's not too far down either.
That's awesome.
So, and that's the first time I've done that, because I'm a very follow the recipe, follow the pattern, because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, even though I've knit for 20 plus years. But somebody else, I forgot who I was watching, and they had done one, and they're like, well, I'm not going to do yada yada.
Like, hey.
Okay, then I'm not either.
So yeah, I can't decide if I'm going to not do short rows or do short rows.
Well, that makes sense that it's going to mess with that.
And that's why I picked it, because I want a boat neck.
Yeah.
You know, I liked it.
Yeah.
This is 6044 of Lena.
And I use that for my peacock tee. This is that what it's called? Well, yeah, it was. This is Lena or Lana, whatever you want to call it. Sandnes Garn. And this color is what? Blue Mist. Wow. Blue Mint. Mine is Blue Mint.
Did mine have a name like that?
Probably. And I got this at the House of Yarn in Nashville. They have a good selection. Let me see, that has a price on it. This was $9 for the skein. And listen, I love this stuff. Can you tell a difference in this and this? This has not been blocked and this has been blocked.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
So
it
this
feels
softer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like more filled in. Or like, I don't know.
Yeah. So I like this, and I will wear this with something under it. But this other one I will not have to wear. So I'm going to make sure and make it long enough.
Nice.
That I can wear it if I wanted to wear it with, you know, linen pants or something.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so cute.
So, I really
I have a pair of white jeans, and I'm like, that would be so cute with that little tank top. Or even like a little white pair of shorts.
Yes. And when you knit this, like when I tried it on after I had only done about an inch under the arm, I was like, because it was still a little high up, but the weight of this is going to pull it down.
On the neck.
On the neck.
Okay.
So it's going to pull down some.
I'm kind of leaning towards not and just doing how she told me to do it. And then...
That's what I would do, the first one. And then if you say, you know what, I need I don't like it like this.
Yeah.
Then you could, you know.
Right.
Then you could do the next one because it won't be the only one you know.
I know. Yeah.
Because it's a quick knit, and sometimes you just need that.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to get it done for the beach.
She can do it.
See.
You will. I'm going to get mine done for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you will for sure. Okay. What do you have? I have 2 more.
I have 2 more.
Oh.
Okay. So I was in Memphis for about 10 days. My daughter has not had her little one, her baby yet.
Yeah.
She's doing wonderful, and the baby was only due like 2 days ago. So she has, you know, couple weeks left. She could still go, or at least a week and a half. So I got a lot of knitting because my daughter, I went to another daughter's house that lives in Memphis, and she and her family went out west while I was there. So they left their house the morning I left my house, and so they took off for 10 days out. They went to Texas, and then
New Mexico.
New Mexico, thank you. Kansas, Utah, Colorado, Arkansas. Was that it?
I think so.
Not in that order, but somehow. But anyway, they had a grand
Nevada.
adventure.
Yeah.
They had a grand adventure. She has 7, and they range in age from, 16 down. And they had such a wonderful trip. So I was at her house. So I didn't have anybody there but me. I don't even know the last time that happened. So I have stopped in the middle of a row, but this is my float shawl. It is coming along.
Nice.
I work a little bit on this, like if I'm going to a restaurant or something, because I've got the pattern memorized, and I just kind of do.
What size needle?
It's, can you see?
Oh, it's like a 3, 4.
Yeah,
it's a 4. Oh.
Yeah. So it's not bad. I really like it. I'll take that to work on. This is kind of my sock knitting, so I haven't been working on my sock. But I really like it.
I know. I have that red pair of socks that I like.
Yeah, I know. Because there's just so much.
There's
so much.
I have fallen in love with summer knitting.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Just love it.
Because 2 years ago, I would have been like, I just don't like any of that stuff.
Yeah. And now it's like, and I feel like the Umbria top last year and this top, because I have heard people be like, it's not very practical to knit summer garments because like I don't know if the yarn options have gotten better or if I'm just,
I think
but it's
so.
like knitting the Umbria top out of pure silk and this is like, this is amazing. Like I might not be able to wear this in 90-degree weather,
right? But you sure can inside, and
exactly.
I mean, how often are you going to be out in 90-degree weather?
Well, I don't know. Okay, I cast on 3 things in the past. Like, I'm
cast on stuff all the time.
I know. I think I go in spurts where I'll like cast on a bunch of things and then I work on them because.
And then they all get finished about the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of ish.
Yeah.
But this is for my daughter, and I'm using Drop Spell. She liked this color, Drop Spell.
Upside down cap.
Thank you. Color 12.
That's pretty.
And this is Ang. It's called Meadow Child's Top with Ruffle.
Oh, that's
Jarbo.
sweet.
I know, and I'll put a picture of it. It is so darling.
Yeah.
It's made with sport weight yarn, I think, but several people I think have made it with the Drop Spell. It's a free pattern.
Oh, is it really?
It is. So I know.
That's a sweet pattern.
I know. So this is part of the back.
Oh.
And that's all I did on it. But I was like, I want to make this for her and I want to get it started. So
yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah, it's really sweet. Knit on size 4 needles.
That's
and
cute.
she really liked the flutters, like the ruffle sleeves on
it. Anything that doesn't have sleeves, she loves it, and she calls it shoulder shirts.
Shoulder shirts.
Yeah, she loves shoulder shirts. That's sweet.
I know.
That's such a sweet. It almost looks like a tonal, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I guess the linen and cotton take it differently.
And how much was that about?
$2, I think.
So that's an excellent price point, especially for kids.
This is, the same, it's the same composition, basically. Why am I doing that?
Wait, because I was holding it like this. Wait.
That's true.
You were holding it right. Is it? It looks, yeah.
It looks weird. It does look weird.
It does look weird.
Okay. Well,
you can tell it's been a while
spell.
since we've
Drop
done
spell.
this. Drop spell. And how many yards is on that?
131.
Okay. So it's similar to the Luna.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I ordered this from, I don't know, Linde. Hobby. Linde. It's like,
where are they out of?
I think it's Denmark.
Okay.
But I ordered it on a Friday or Saturday, and it got to me Wednesday.
That's amazing.
I could not believe it.
Because you can't even get stuff in the States that fast.
I know.
From coast to coast.
I know. Oh, and the other blue yarn I got from Woolen Company, and I had ordered, so it was my birthday, so I ordered an order, but one yarn was not going to ship until 2 to 4 weeks.
Ah.
And I had ordered it all together, so I was like, oh, I really want to try to make that for the beach. So I emailed them, and I was like, do you mind sending this before? And they were like, no problem. Super sweet.
Oh,
that got sent, but then also the other yarn shipped within 4 days.
Oh, really?
So it was, yeah.
Oh,
and
good.
I already have it.
Oh,
but I
good.
haven't started anything. So anyway,
Good.
that's a super cute top that I'm excited for her to have.
Yes, she'll love that.
Yeah.
Are you going to try and get that finished?
I might. Those two are probably my, let's see what we can do on this.
Is it the same gauge as Lena?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
So it should be.
I know.
Okay, this is my Eva cardigan. I'm on the ribbing.
Well, you're going to be there for a while.
I'm going to be on it.
I am not at the ribbing yet, so you're still ahead of me.
Yeah. Well, and because this is on. Remember, I'm using some.
Yeah, what are you?
I don't even know. What is that?
Oh, you're using your little short ones too.
Uh-huh.
Use 4?
Uh-huh.
I should be much further than you.
Look at my little stopper. Isn't that sweet?
That's
I
sweet.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's cute.
It's just a little red car with a van.
Tree.
A Christmas tree on top. I'm not.
In the middle of May.
I'm hoping, the middle of May. I'm hoping to get this done by Christmas. So I'll probably take this to the beach and work on it at the house. And then take something, maybe my shawl, and maybe one pair of socks to work on. So this is knit out of Knitting for Olive, Merino.
Nice.
And what color is this cap? Clover.
Green.
Clover green. And I'm holding it with Ito Sinja or Sinka. And I don't know what the color is of this, but that's what I'm holding it with. Because the Knitting for Olive Mohair is not the same yardage as this Merino.
Oh, yeah.
So I just got these because they came out closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that. So what you got now?
My Ballard tee, I have picked up stitches on the right side, but I haven't done much at all.
Is that the one with the...
It's the white.
With the... Looks like cables?
Yes. It is cables.
I love that one.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I really want. I have so many things I just want in my wardrobe.
Well, I feel like there's so much going on since May to now. I feel like, so after we do the beach trip, then I'm home the rest of the summer. I don't think we have, except, my daughter, who, whenever she delivers, I'll run back to Memphis, whenever that is, for,
And then
4
a
or 5
daughter
days.
another in July.
Yeah.
Daughter-in-law.
My son and his wife. So I'll be helping for about a week there as well.
But they're closer.
Yeah, they are. And I can drive back and forth if I have to. Or come stay with you.
Yeah, please.
And then go help during the day.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the last one, I cast this on last night. It's like, if I have it on, I just need it to be a reality. I need it to stop floating around in my head. I can't wait for this to be a thing, and just be like, it is a thing, so stop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And just go work on it.
Yeah.
I've read so many studies and things about how knitting, it helps so much, like your cognitive, I mean, depending on the day, not so much me, but supposedly it helps to keep your brain, you know, moving in the right direction as opposed to declining, and because you're keeping, you know, you're working with your hands and you're keeping track of a pattern and you're keeping, you know, so it's really good for us. So
that's awesome. There you go.
Yeah.
I
So
like
keep up. Knit on, sisters and brothers. Knit on.
Do it. Okay, so I cast on the Avenue Tee by Tori Yu, and I'm making the V-neck. And if you look at pictures, let me see if I can. Oh, there's no pictures of people wearing it, but it's a very shallow. Like, it's not too shallow. Like, it's not like awkward or anything. Like,
okay, Tori Yu.
Tori Yu. Yeah, it's like a nice. It's like a good V-neck.
Yeah,
where it's a V, but it's not. For me, I prefer it not to be.
Yes,
too
I'm the
deep.
same.
So this is.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
I cast it on, y'all. I cast it on.
Can you see it? What yarn is it?
This is Explore Knits. This is what she used. It's a linen, merino and linen. So you can see, let's see.
Let me see. I've never seen Explore Knits.
I know. She was so sweet. I emailed her and was like, because I saw the Avenue Tee and I was like, I want to make that. And then she was doing a special pre-order for the yarn that Tori used. And I was like, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
So
there's her label.
I messaged her and was like, I have really sensitive skin. How does this? And she's like, well, you know, I'd hate for you to get it and not like it, but she was like, it's just a little less soft than
our.
I know
soft.
it is. It's really. You know, it was just sweet of her to not just be like, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. This is the color is Olive Grove. Is that right? I don't have my glasses on.
Olive Grove.
So it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's just a very like.
And I'm impressed with the softness of it for sure.
Know. So I'm excited to have this in my wardrobe as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty color.
I love the summer tees and how they because like I'd rather not just wear t-shirts, but for some reason it's like I feel like it's hard to find like the in between of like not just like a super fancy blouse, and then not a graphic tee, which is super fun.
Yes, and there's place for that.
Yeah, but it's nice to have like
like if you're going, I mean, you know, you're not out hiking.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're going out to lunch or something.
Right.
You know, but you don't want to wear a fancy blouse.
Yes. Yeah.
Just a little tee. Yeah.
A little tee.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the things, you're going to have to help me because I dropped my glasses on the other. This is called Fluffy Lace, and you'll have to, Swan City Yarns. This was at the Kentucky Fiber Festival. And this is made up out of what?
It is made up of 65% Surrey alpaca, 35% lace. No, silk.
Silk. So this was $32, and my other was like $40.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, so this is a little better price point than my La Bien Aimee. Yeah, it's not scratchy. So I think I may do another Lento maybe out of this and use, because I've got enough.
Yeah.
And Swan City Yarns is who this is by. Where are they located? Does it say? It's 57 yards?
37.
37 yards in 50 grams. Measured under tension, it says. Swan Song is a color, fluffy lace. I don't know where they are, but it's Swan City Yarn. She was really sweet, and they have a Facebook group, so you could check them out. Okay.
Does it say YouTube as well?
I think so. She may have a channel.
Yeah, Instagram and YouTube.
Okay.
So we'll have to find her.
Yeah, but it feels very much like this, the La Bien Aimee.
Yeah, regrets.
Yeah.
That I didn't get any.
I know. You can order it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that's I got. Do you have anything else to show?
Nope.
So I think I may do a Lento out of that, or a Cumulus tea or something.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Like that. I'm not sure what yet.
Nice.
So this is Les Knit by Lee. Is it Lena Holmes? Samso.
Then home Samso.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's called the Plain Yoke Tee. So I think I'm going to do that out of pure silk.
Oh, yes.
In that green.
Yes. So it's you're doing the fingering weight. She
yeah.
has a few different versions.
So this is knitting for all of pure silk is one of the...
No, I have pink daisy in pure silk that I had planned to hold double to make something else, but I'm like,
that would
I
be
love
really
it single
cute. That would be
so
really cute. So this, it said in the first, it said needle sizes, and it's like 2.5, 1.5, and 0.
Oh.
Yeah, for this.
Mm-hmm.
But then later in the pattern, it said US 6 and US 4, so I think those are not right.
Oh.
So I don't know. I need to, if y'all know if that's the case, if there's been a miscommunication. See, there's needs.
Yeah, US 2.5, 1.5, and 0.
So that would be 3 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter, and 2 millimeter.
And then what's it say when you
cast over
on?
Here, see, it says US 6, a 3 millimeter. It says a 3 millimeter, but it says a US 6. That's not, that doesn't compute.
No, it doesn't.
So I'm assuming that's a 2.5.
Yeah.
So, and I did it on a 2.5 and I got gauge.
Okay. Oh yeah. There you go.
So, but that's a lot of knitting.
Oh my
I know.
Lord.
But you know what? It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Especially if you're in a car.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So I think that might be one I cast on and take.
Yeah.
This is what Kaity made me for Mother's Day. Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous?
Aww. You're sweet.
So pretty.
My sister-in-law came over one Saturday. I sent her a picture of a project bag and I was like, I love this. I want to try to make one. And she's very, very good with the sewing machine. She's like sewed for ever.
She makes her daughter smocked dresses.
Yes, yeah. And she made my bridesmaid dresses, some of them. Like, she's very talented. So she came over and helped me figure out, like, okay, the hand, like, how to do everything. So she found a pattern online and...
Didn't she get you your sewing machine as a wedding gift?
Yeah, she
How
gave me a sewing machine. That was amazing. Yeah. So and now she's making some of these bags still. She's like having matching fabric and just so it's fun.
It is addictive.
It is, yeah.
It is addictive.
It's probably a good thing I can't keep my sewing machine out.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
The few days, like I made one bag just like as the trial run, and then I made that one by myself.
I love it.
And texted her like, okay, how do we do this part?
Did you quilt this part?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like. It's cute. So each piece has batting on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I put them together, and then
she did such a good job. I just love it.
It was all. She told me how to do it.
It's really cute. I think it doesn't have a pocket in it, so I think what I'm going to do is just do a pocket, do two pieces of material, wrong sides together, and then sew them up, and then then just hand, sew it in there, and it'll be fine.
That was the one thing that I was like, next time, if I make another one, if I do more of these, put a pocket in it. It's also,
but it's you did it,
yeah, and amazing. She even has gotten, what are those flying? Because those are just made of squares and rectangles. Right. You can do them with triangles. Oh, goodness. And that's called flying something.
Geese?
Flying geese.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
I know.
And she's just started, she did.
Yeah.
She was able to do that.
We
were like, let's focus on.
Yes. Yeah. I'm that. Yeah. I'm that. I'm not into the triangles just yet. I do have some linen quill, and this is 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And I got it to do the triangle shawl. And I do have a triangle shawl. It's more fall-y colors. It's like a navy, almost a denim blue, and then an olive green, and I love it. And I use it at the house. I don't really wear it out much just because I'm so hot-natured right now. And Lord willing, that'll change, but right now not so much. But I have this. I was going to do one out, but Isabel Kramer has some sweaters that I like that have some striping in them.
Okay.
So I have this in the salty air, so I may do like a red and put some pink in with it.
Cute.
As a summer.
Yeah.
So, just little. And also, the one designer that she has a spot sweater. Her name has just escaped me. But she has one that has like, scalloped design stripes in it. So I may do one of those.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's really cute too.
The dots.
Yeah, spots.
Ayabea?
No, spots is the Badger and Bloom. I did that one of hers. What's her name? I don't remember. But if I think about it, I'll tell you next time.
There you go.
The other thing is, while I was in Memphis, the daughter that I went down to kind of hang out with while my other one was gone, the one that's expecting, she knit a baby hat and finished it for her little girl. And then she started another one, and I helped her with all of that while I was there. And she made a quilt. So we went and we got jelly roll, is that what they call them? The strips of, so I got those and I showed her how to sew those together. She did that like within, 4 or 5 hours. She sewed, like, I don't know, enough for a baby quilt. And then we pressed it real good. And then we had the batting and the backing fabric, and she quilted that, just straight quilted. And then we went to a little, it's called the Sewing House. They have one in Collierville, and they also have one in Memphis that they're going to expand this fall, I think. But the one in Collierville, they were so very helpful. We went in, and I was trying to get her just kind of familiar with them and how to kind of go in and say, hey. So I was just like, can you kind of help her? She needs to trim off these quilt edges. So immediately the lady behind the counter, she was like, yeah, so-and-so, can you go help show her where the cutting mat is and all this stuff? And can you go show her? So she did that with her, which was really good.
Yeah.
It's like, generally at these small local shops, they're more than happy to help you, cultivate your hobby.
Right.
So, so she helped her do that and told us how to do the binding. So we bought fabric for that. We went home and we did the binding. Well, so she finished it. Yeah, sewed the binding on hand. And then there was, you can do the binding and then you can just turn it over and press it and then do the binding down the back. And I'm
without ironing it?
Yeah, with ironing it.
Okay.
So you sew it down on the front, and then you flip it to the back, and then iron that, and then sew it down with the machine. And I'm just like, I always like to do it by hand, especially if it's a baby quilt on the back, and it's a blind. You don't see the stitches. So that's what she did.
Oh.
And it is the cutest little thing. Aww. It's so cute. And she is so proud of herself and what she did.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's really, really cute. But it did put that itch back in me of like, oh, man.
Yeah, after making the bag, I was like, I want to make a quilt. I want to make throw pillows for my couch. And I have stuff to make them. I just, not the quilt, but.
Well, and I mean, it's like that one time I made those calf facet material quilts for they are so bright and I just love them so much, but I just pieced the top and then I had somebody do the quilting on that. But I mean, it was so fun. But so I may venture into some of that. But that was fun. I came back on Wednesday from that, and then we did the Fiber Festival on Saturday. So it's just, you know how it is. Yeah. You think, things are going to slow down. Yeah. I guess you can see we have gone into the talking about family.
Yeah.
So if you need to leave, see ya. We're happy knitting. Probably. Yeah. We're probably. Do you have anything else for knitting?
No. I mean, we went to Kentucky Fiber Festival, and that was a lot of fun. Yes. My kiddos were with us, and they loved the animals. Yes. That was like.
Especially the bunnies, when she would just reach over and pull fiber and just...
That's so cool.
It was really cool.
It's neat going to a fiber festival with kids because you get to see like what interests them. Like what is it? So like my daughter and I stopped and watched I can't remember the booth, but this
Making
lady
a
making
broom.
a broom, and she was just, you'd wrap it, and then you had these like doles. Is that what they're called? Or like
dowels or something?
Yeah, dowels, like spindles under your feet, and you have to lift them and stretch.
I mean, it was all by hand.
Something she didn't like, the knots didn't line up, so she undid it all.
Oh, really?
Got them like it was so neat. And if I'd been by myself, I don't know if I would have stopped. And
she was very engaged with your daughter.
Yes.
I mean, she would explain what she was doing. And a lady who was spinning did the same thing with her.
Yeah.
This is it's being washed and carded, and when you're carding it, it makes it all go in the same direction. When you sleep and you get these, I mean, so she really, I mean, they're really sweet with the little ones.
Yeah, it was, so if you're thinking like, oh no, like, I shouldn't, bring my kids or something, it's like, no, they enjoy it, and I'm sure, I don't know, it was neat too.
It was, and they were really good. I mean, the boys kind of got a little, but we had them in strollers. I mean, guys, in strollers, it's like, well, but they did very well.
Yeah, and my husband did get, his event ended, and he was like, I'm coming,
I'm on my way.
Yeah, so he came and, got to see the animals and yarn and stuff, so it was a lot of fun. But we got to meet a lot of you, which was so fun.
It was such a blessing, for sure.
It really was. So many, I mean, I can read off names, I can say, but it's just, y'all were so fun.
Yes.
So neat to put faces, and like voice, just like the whole person, like, oh yeah, you've commented, or like we've talked before online, and, so that was a lot of fun.
If we start mentioning names, then it's like, but there was one girl, she had on, I started to say Taylor Swift's sweater. It's not Taylor Swift's. It's Andrea Mowry's Hey Sailor sweater. I don't know how.
Yes.
7 degrees of something. I don't know. But anyway, it was navy and kind of a light gray or cream. It was so pretty on her. And I said, oh, I love your sweater. And she said, I just started watching your podcast. And she said, I told my mama that you sound just like us. Aww. And she was from, like, I grew up in eastern Kentucky in Louisa. Very eastern part of the state, northeastern, right on the West Virginia border. And I said, well, where are you from? And she said, Grayson, which is like that's 30 or 40 minutes from Louisa.
That's too.
So it was so funny.
Well, I feel like almost everyone that talked to, if they were from Kentucky, they would be like, you sound just like us. Or like, I heard your accent and just
knew you were from,
from, like, you're like me. Yeah, it was just sweet. And I don't know, I just, like in the chat on the last video, I was like, we should do like a knit meetup in Northern Kentucky or something, because like, there are some
there are people out there for sure. And maybe next year we could do a meetup, because there was several, and that way you don't, it's hard stopping in the lines and having a discussion or talk with people so maybe we could do a meetup. That might be easier if there's interest.
And even like, because also there was like, especially like we were going out and someone was coming in, she was like, oh, I was hoping to meet, like, I was really hoping to meet you. And it's like, it's big enough that you can for sure miss people. And like, so maybe we could just be like, let's all meet up and knit at this spot for 30 minutes or so. I don't know.
Yeah,
at the festival. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I'll just show really quick some.
Yarnbird was there. I got a few things from hers.
I got this bag from her.
Isn't that cute? I have one like that.
Yeah, she got it last year.
Yeah.
And this is the last one she had of it this year, and I was like, it's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
I'm wanting to make the Sweet Shop blanket. And so I got these, let's see, who's this? Passion Yarns. And I got these just to kind of jump start my blanket.
I love those colors.
I know.
Those are such jewel tones.
I love jewel tones.
I know.
And
those are so pretty.
The people that were running the booth and everything were so sweet and really sweet with the kids when we walked by. And then I got this.
Not a jewel tone.
Not for my blanket. Stephanie, Edible Thoughts
Yes.
Mix, she
I
was like, well, I got
enabler.
it. And she is. I was like, well, probably make a sweater with a pop color now and exactly the highlighter yellow.
Well, and gray. I mean, that was hers.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Love that.
Yeah.
Or like, even, I don't know if cream would look good with that, but
I think gray would
this
be.
is like glowing.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
Isn't that cute?
They did say it was like, it might do something in the dark. Not glow in the dark, but like, I don't know. But anyway, so all those are super fun.
Yes.
And
they're really pretty.
That's the yarn I got.
What are y'all knitting on? I'm interested to hear. And if you have any ideas for us, let us know. Yeah. I have knit so many sleeveless things. Not so many, but 3 or 4. And that's a lot for me. That I'm trying to find like something with a little bit of a sleeve. Or
the Vega top.
The Vega top.
That's a short sleeve.
Do you know if what is the...
it's Lena.
Okay.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Yeah,
the designer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I saw my white Lena that I have, and I'm going to knit the anchors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw somebody with an anchors. We probably about 14 or 15 people.
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
Was so sweet. It was like a mixture of like, like finally like meeting an old friend.
Yes.
Even though it's like,
you don't know who, you don't know their name or face.
Yeah,
or you do know their name, but you don't know their face.
Yes. Yeah. So it was just, it was a happy
and
time.
one that I had met, Gayla, I'm going to mention her just because I met her at Nashville too. And I had just met Shayna and her mama Rita, and then I saw Gayla on the way out. She was waiting on her husband. And I called her Gaina, I think, because I just met. So if I'm, and sometimes it's like, okay, now what's your name again?
Yeah,
I'm just say it. So I do not always catch it, but I do know your sweet spirits and your faces.
Yeah.
So, and just thank you for watching and hanging out with us.
For sure.
Yeah.
We did. Joann's is going out of business.
Yes, we did. We did. You did.
It was 60% off, and the Lexington one, Joann's. We're just talking. We missed y'all.
Yeah, we did miss you.
The Lexington one was like a yarn hub. No,
yes,
like I don't
know. They just were putting all this stuff there, and our daughter, who had a friend that went there, had put out something on Facebook or Instagram. So of course, the daughter that does not knit or sew or anything, sends it to us.
She doesn't realize what she did.
Yeah.
And thankfully I was at her house. And she said Lexington has a lot of yarn. So it's like, we're about to leave. I'm going to stop by.
They did. And my other daughter-in-law, she stopped by too. And she's the one, she stopped by first and she was like, they have yarn, yada, yada. So so I went, her daughter and I went the next day. Yeah.
So they had like kits. In I don't know. Anyway, it was just yarn kits.
Yeah,
crochet
they had
kits.
a Woobles, the lion, for like $12.
Yeah,
which that's a good price on.
They had another. I don't know what it was called. The little doll and the rabbit.
I got that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like $5 a piece. I think.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So I got some Hue and Me.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a blanket.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So anyway, that might be on the next one because I want to get that going.
Yeah. Are you going to crochet or knit it?
Knit it.
How? I mean, what size needles?
I think the pattern is size 11. And it's by Woolen.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, we don't have to do this, but I'll show you later. No.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll show you next time.
Yeah. Was it that kind of clay color? Red clay?
I got a dark, like reddish, and then I got like a lighter pinkish color.
Okay. Well, I got some of the big twist, like Christmas green, and then pink, like a deep, like a pink daisy pink. So I think I was thought I might do sweaters, but it's washable. So I think I'm gonna do a ripple Afghan out of that for Christmas. Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Back.
Yeah.
No. Drive down to Lexington.
I know.
I wonder how my Joann's is doing.
I don't know.
Up here. Probably should go check it out. It's only like 10 days left. Or
I mean,
now it's
the
like
29th, I think, is when they're closing.
Okay.
For sure.
I wonder if they're still getting shipments or if it's like...
No, this is it. What they have is what they have. I asked.
Oh, good. Smart. That was good.
Asked.
All right. So, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
If you have stayed this long,
yes,
you're
a friend. You're tried and true friends.
True friend. No, you're all true friends.
Yes, you are. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, please do so. That will introduce us to other people. YouTube will push us out if you do that. And we generally will film, and then the first one we premiere, so we can get on there and talk about it. Yeah. It's not a live broadcast of us on the picture tube, whatever, but we can chat in a little box.
There's a chat. There's comments, and then there's the chat. So look for the chat. Yeah,
when it's premiering, and we can, kind of communicate through there. So that's always fun.
It is.
Y'all are so sweet with your comments and your likes. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hope y'all got some knitting done because it's been an hour.
Yes. And something good to drink.
Yeah, exactly.
See you next time. Happy knitting.